Hey everyone, let's dive into some behind the scenes stuff from House of the Dragon because it's my latest obsession. The other day, our beloved Emily Carey, who plays Alicent Hightower, opened up about her experience filming some pretty awkward sex scenes. This one's a mix of drama, age gaps, and the importance of feeling safe on set. So, let's get into it, shall we? Emily Carey, who plays the young Queen Alicent Hightower in House of the Dragon, recently shared that she was terrified to film sex scenes with her co-star. Paddy plays King Viserys Targaryen, and there's a whopping 30-year age gap between them. Like, it's a lot. Emily was just 17 when she got the scripts. Can you imagine being that young and seeing you have to do intimate scenes with someone who's old enough to be your dad? It's no wonder she was scared, am I right? It's totally out of her comfort zone. Emily told that she was initially freaked out about filming these scenes because she hadn't even met Paddy yet. She said, "All I saw was, a 47-year-old man and me. I was a bit concerned." I mean, who wouldn't be? That's a huge age difference, and it's already awkward enough without all the cameras and crew around. The scenes we're talking about come up in the 4th episode, and oh boy, there's this part where her character is bathing King Viserys, followed by a pretty joyless sex scene that feels more like a duty than anything else. It was a bit disturbing and unsettling, don't you agree? It's not just Emily who had to deal with uncomfortable scenes. Matt Smith's character, Daemon Targaryen, has an incest scene with his niece, Rhaenyra, played by Millie Alcock. There's a 17-year age gap between them two, but Millie mentioned that since she and Matt were pals, it made things a bit easier. Plus, they had an intimacy coordinator to help them plan everything out months in advance, which definitely helps. Speaking of intimacy coordinators, there's been a lot of chatter around their use in shows like this. Sean Bean, who played Ned Stark in Game of Thrones, made headlines by saying he thought intimacy coordinators spoiled the spontaneity. He claimed it ruins the natural flow of how lovers behave. I kind of get what he's saying, but let's be real for a second, okay? These scenes need to be safe and consensual for everyone involved, and that's exactly why movies and shows need intimacy coordinators. They calculate every single move to make sure that everyone is okay with what's going on, and I have so much respect for that. Anyways, back to the topic. Emily felt that having an intimacy coordinator on set made her feel much more comfortable. She said it made things a lot easier than she initially thought. And given the history of how female characters have been treated in this franchise, this feels like a step in the right direction. Emily also shared that during pre-production, she tried watching Game of Thrones to prepare. She was immediately struck by the amount of violence against women, especially in the first season. There's a lot of violent sex, and it made me nervous. I was like, oh God, what am I gonna have to do in this show? I mean, can you imagine sitting down to watch a show you're about to star in, its universe, and seeing all that? It would make anyone second guess what they signed up for. This really highlights how important it is to have these discussions and ensure actors feel safe and supported, especially in scenes that can be as intense and uncomfortable as these. It's not just about the final product we see on screen, but also about the well-being of the people who bring these characters to life. I have to say, it's pretty refreshing to hear Emily being so open about her concerns. It sheds light on the reality that acting isn't always as glamorous as it seems. There's a lot of vulnerability and trust involved, and having the right support systems like intimacy coordinators can make a huge difference. So what do you guys think? Do intimacy coordinators spoil the spontaneity, or are they a necessary part of modern filmmaking? And how do you feel about the age gaps between some of these actors and their characters? Personally, I think anything that makes the actors feel safer and more comfortable is a win, but I love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time.